Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
On the sidelines of the 12th Auto Expo in New Delhi was held Forbes India Conversations in Excellence, presented by Mercedes-Benz, powered by CNBC TV 18, where eminent speakers spoke about how they have achieved excellence. Our next speaker was the founder and creative head of Foley Designs, Michael Foley.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, it's a great honor to be here and share a little bit of what I've done as a journey. So I think for me, excellence has been entirely persistence and perseverance and a lot of hard work. And I'll walk you through a little bit of instances of my journey as an industrial designer. First of all, of course, industrial design is a very, very a new field, relatively unknown in India. And I was, in fact, the journey in industrial design actually moved in a way where it kind of stemmed from my personal interest in watercolors and model making when I was in school, and that naturally kind of veered me towards a creative space. Industrial design at that point of time, when I chose the career, was a leap of faith, and I think it was something that really changed my life after that. I moved on to working in the corporate space. It did teach me a lot about the other side of creativity and being able to accept and make consumers accept what you believe in and what you think of. It also opened up my mind to what Indian design is all about and where Indian design stands when compared to the rest of the world. And that's one of the biggest things that really drove me all through and still drives me today in terms of the whole aspect of, why can't Indian design be at the platform that, say, any of the European countries, say, Italian design is. And that's been one of the drives. But the one principal thing that really leads me, into this career and into the future is this whole innate drive to kind of do something different for India. And I think design is a genuinely important space for the Indian consumer. And for me, my journey actually started off with learning what design was, and then it opened up to the whole idea of collaboration. I think the Commonwealth Games baton was one good example of how we just brought the best minds together and created, not just designed and conceptualized the baton, but actually then created it and gave it to for the games. And I think that really was one of the milestones that really changed the way I think of design. It's not just about creating ideas, but actually trying to really push hard and really persist to kind of get them to actually manifest them in the real form. Lastly, one of the challenges I think we face as designers in India is the whole aspect of being able to create, generate value through great thinking. And I think that's one thing that not just me, but Indian design has amazing talent today. And it just goes unrecognized, largely because one is they don't get the right opportunities or possibly not the right width of opportunities. But I think with time, that's something that's going to change and really completely bring India at least on the map of design. Lastly, one of the things that that really drives me consistently is an inner passion that I live with, and I think that's something that my family has really helped, kind of incubate and then build. And of course, this is the life that I have now. So, on the last note, of course, I think for us, design, and for me as a designer, excellence largely is a space that you persistently kind of start building and performing with, not just as yourself as an individual, but be able to try and create an ecosystem that does the same thing. And that's the only time that it would really reach a threshold that creates a completely new statement for design. Thank you.